we have mawashigeri. Not often side kick, but it's in there. You'll see people try to do that. Overhead club. Somebody step in and, right? Sidearm club. Stabbing knife. Slashing knife. Goes front and back. Front choke with the hands. Rear choke with the hands. Rear naked choke. Illegal in police forces now usually. Headlock. Front bear hug over the arms, front under the arms, rear bear hug over the arms, rear bear hug under the arms. Grabbing the wrist, that's common. Or we start out chest to chest. You know, hey, don't push me. What's he going to do out of that? The minute I say don't push me to a bully, what's he doing?
Do not push me.
Don't push me. We just did that, right? So a lot of these, while this is not comprehensive, the concept and the principle of the motion of the attack is going to be close enough. So before we go on to Yonban, so how can I defend against something if I don't teach my students how to do the attack, right? Here's how most would attack with a sidearm club in karate. Stay there. Street attack. It's different, right? So the importance of getting in or avoiding and then getting in becomes very obvious at that point. Now, we have to gradate and safety. So I'm okay with standard Oizuki stepping lunge club, right? Yeah. I'm okay with him doing this at first. School sidearm like a baseball bat, right? So that's a karate way to do it. It's not realistic though, is it? Okay? That's how he's going to do it. So he's got this up. My entry, where before when he was stepping, my entry had to only go this far. Now my entry has to go this far. Must be assertive. Every weapon, from the Scud missile to the RPGs to the spear, has one main advantage. There's only one exception in weapons, and I'll ask you that in a minute. Has one main advantage, and that is reach. Anybody see Hunt for Red October? Right? Torpedo is fired, but it isn't armed yet. And so the submarine goes toward it and it goes blink. So I want to get inside the range of that weapon. Now, if I have to, I might come back out of the way once, then come in. That's okay. So here's Ichiban. Hey, quick in. And then we have the same stuff we did. Here's Niban. And quick in. Right? So it's the same attack for 1 and 2. I'm going to jump ahead of 4 real quick and go to the, well, let me ask the question. Of all the weapons' main advantage is reach, what's one weapon that isn't? Knife. Because if I get in here inside with a knife, I still have a puncture to my left lung. Okay? So knife's a little bit different.
Right there.
Huh? So I come in, unbalance, bring something with me, go past him. Now I'm in the perfect position to go Pinyan Sandan. Right? That's Pinyan Sandan right here. So what I'm trying to do is connect our basic 11 as a template to the more advanced principles to the continuation that connects us to kata. Does that make sense? Right? Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Even if it's Yakusoku, right? That's still a little more lifetime realistic than Oizuki. But we use Oizuki as a safety measure, kata level practice. Hey. I go with this. Okay. Yonban is on the crease of my back. Okay? And I don't have to do the throw. If I can get here, I know the throw's easy. Right? Why is the throw easy? Because all I gotta do is this. Right? So that's an evolution. Look at where your punch ends up. If your Tsuruyashi is too close, do the partial, 3/4, full, depending on your range. It's all the same punch. It's all on this continuum. In fact, if we're in here in Kumite and I go, and I just drive him back with all 3 in a row. We're not going to do that. Okay? But that's the idea behind it. So the next two things I want you to do with Ichiban, basic, we already did. Next thing I want you to do is hikite, and if you get too close, punch according to where you are on the distance continuum. Third thing I want you to do, step through oiski, maintain, keep. Now, when you get a hold of something, don't let go of it. Latch on. Okay? Latch on. There's a tendency to think this is empty. No, it's always full. I can get his shoulder, I can be here, I can take his here. Be nice. Boom. Then, don't throw your partner, but do the step through pivot, put your hip in place, and just kind of give a little pop. Hey, hey, go, go. And these guys are driving inside.
Control, and you're right on. You're right on. Only thing when it comes to push, I'll control it.
Right.
I'll control it. And a lot of times I'll grab here. From here, I have this, then I have that. Then everything else applies. Because while I'm inside, that works great for a knife.
The difference is whether I'm controlling, it's in medical terms, am I controlling distally,
Yes.
medially,
Yes.
or proximally?
Yeah, one of those.
All of them. Far, middle, close.
The whole point is just like you control.
Never let it go.
Whatever you gotta do, you gotta control. If it's not controlled, it's out of control. And the last thing is you want to have that solid blow just like you did.
So, all right, take your motion of the block. Don't have to do that. Beginner, good, right? But if you can, and you're comfortable with that blocking I just demonstrated, tap, smack. Trust me, if this is street punch, street punch. And I whack that, no, street punch, not boxer punch, haymaker. And we, slow. You ever seen when they kick and the foot wraps around and cracks on the ground? That will happen to his hand. The harder he punches and the more I snap, because I'm going to hit him with this bone where I have all this solid, and I'm going to hit him here. Now, street fight wise, again, remember what I said, Moreo Higona Sensei, practice big, apply small. I'm going, no, please don't hit me. And he throws that much. It's just this. Take a little bit.
Yeah.
So he throws out, no, please don't hit me. Right? And if he's throwing that hard, that's all we need. Okay, so that's inside Ichiban. Check, block. Now, I don't necessarily have to be stationary. We're just going to turn, look, I can't reach. What do we do in Anaku Seisan when we turn to the sides? Suriashi, right? Sliding step. Boom. And I rotate hip through. I'm stopping here. Full extent. I want to get where I can reach and stop. Hit just the gi. Barely touch his cloth. If you're not comfortable with that, slow. Now, if your partner's amenable, finish. So, Ichiban. Hai, dozo.
Hai.